What's good, y'all? Welcome back to My Hero Academia. Yes, after they took the week off last week, probably doesn't work on we're working on the OP and the ED, which the OP and the ED, that's some good shit. Especially they really enjoyed it because and then which the song's actually done by Lisa and the ED, which I love Lisa. Her songs, anime OPs are always like some of my favorite anime OPs. Cross it, SAO, Fate Zero, some good shit. Enough with the OP and ED. Okay, let's start with the episode now. Alright, so we start this episode off with, after last week where we saw, Deku's teacher, Gran Torito, after, he starts off the episode by playing, they use the cliche of, the teacher where he acts like he's not fit to be a teacher, kind of like how Kakashi was at the beginning of Naruto, what Sasuke thought of him, falling for Naruto's pranks, always being late, before he ended up being a complete badass and also Karate Kid with wax on, wax off. So yeah, he kind of like this where he kind of doesn't know who he is. He is always he doesn't seem like he's fit to be a teacher. But then he has to tell him to show me what you got, how if you can be able to control one for all, which is what he does. So he kind of just and his core is pretty much where he can just bounce around. I guess his core is I believe it's called Jet. But it looks, from what I can tell, very much means he can jump really high or really fast from point to point like a ping pong ball, like it's ping pong. So yeah, he can just go bang. He just goes all around. He hits Deku twice in the back while he's trying to figure out where he can find an opening to use one for all. So then while he's bouncing around, he realizes they set him back from the back. Twice, so he turns around, he's about to hit him, he's about to use one for all, he's ready for a punch, but then he lets it out, probably using the force of the wind of it or whatever, which misses, puts him on the ground, and he tells him, that your admiration for All Might and your loyalty is shackles and you're stiffed. And that's why he bested you. So then he tells him, I'm gonna grab some grub, you think about how you think about this, this knowledge he has bestowed upon you. So yeah, where he pretty much, then after that, he pretty much thinks about, pretty much how to control one for all a little bit more, as well as, figure out what he means by his admiration and admiration for All Might or shackles, as well as he thinks that one for all is a lot more special than it actually is. So yeah. And so he goes, grabs a grub, and then we actually see Tenya Ida, where he is with his, mentor for, this, internship, where he pretty much just telling him this is where his teacher's pretty much telling him this is what we're doing, blah blah blah. You are I forget whatever Tenya Ida's first brother's name is. He's wow, you must have gotten so many other requests other than me. So yeah, and then we actually see that where he's still thinking about tracking down Stain, the guy that didn't really kill. I guess what did they just they just beat him so hard they can't really be a hero anymore, or yeah. Or what? So yeah, that's so he's pretty much just wants to get him at him for beating the shit out of his brother, leaving him and almost killing the man. And then we get to the villains from the first season, Toguro Shigaraki, I believe his name is, where pretty much he's trying to hire Sting to join his cause, take down Deku and crew, or he's what is this in for me? And he's oh, there's nothing in for me. I was a fool to go. Then he grabs out his sword and the guy that has I don't know, can summon wormholes. The guy that's always with him, the suit. He was pretty much the show, Master, should I bet it? It was nah, let's have him. It might be somewhere so yeah, he's still acting like a child, and gets him trying to see if he can learn and stop being a child if he gets his ass handed to him, I guess. Then we get back to Deku, who's thinking over, about everything. He told him, that his admiration from All Might is shackles. He's stiff, and he thinks it's more special than the XDS, where he realizes that corpses are just extensions of their body. Which, if he thinks like that, then it'll be a lot easier for him to control him. While actually, Gran Torito is actually sitting by the door with a bag of food, and he's well, he already knew this. And he was a very he gets onto things very quickly. That he figures stuff out very quickly, and he's well, I already knew that from the festival. Toshinori, or should I say All Might? So I guess that's All Might's first name. So we now finally learn what All Might's first name, or maybe it's his last name. I don't know. Japan weirdly stacks their names different, whether it's their last name first then their first name. I don't know. So it could be his last name, it could be his first name. I don't know. So yeah. And then we get to Katsuki, where pretty much where he goes, where His mentor says, I forgot the dude's name, but he like wears nothing but denim. Like he literally just wears jeans all over, and he pretty much just wears jeans. And he pretty much tell him like, that since all my other kids are angels, you stuck out the most. And he also and out on the Koski's like, you're the one that offered me, what was it? They offered them, scholarships. I'll just say scholarships, as their internships for their crap. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Let's just call them firms for now. Internships for these hero firms. Until I can't remember the real name, so I'm just gonna call them hero firms. Yeah. We pretty much tell them that you need to work on saying you're saying you're the best, and he doesn't care how that affects his image, and pretty much, and then he's like, guys, you're the one that came to me first. They I guess he uses a quirk where his jeans turned like little strands that they go over a casket body and tell him I'm going to teach you or make you learn not to be so reckless and not to say stupid shit and actually pay attention to your image and actually care about your image. And then we get to a bunch of other ones. Then we check out Uraraka, where she learns how the government tells these heroes how where they go based on districts, and then they figure out how they get paid. Which I guess in this way which I guess from that kind of tells us that the Superhuman Registration Act actually passed in here in this universe. If you've read or seen Civil War, you know what that is. Yeah, where the government tells the heroes where to go and where not to go. So yeah, and yeah, and then we get to see a few other of the ones we see. Tetsu and Kirishima are in the same firm, as well as the. I think they're Hero Association. Now that I think about it, whatever. Anyway, so we see him and who else? I mentioned Uraraka, but we see the chick that has like those headphone jacks hanging from her ears. Or the permit's taking a run. He's like, you never stop even when there's nothing going on. Never stop training or whatever. And yeah, we see a few other ones. We see Momo, where pretty much her and this other girl that we're finding out that heroes can take like little segments, like TV, ads and such. Or actually find out that the reason she recruited them was not only because they have a bunch of hero potential in them, but also because they're cute girls. And yeah, we also get to see a few other ones, but then we get to see not Katsuki, Todoroki, where actually Todoroki actually picked his father. Surprised. When I saw it, I was actually kind of surprised. I thought since everything that's happened to Todoroki, he would stay as far as he could from Endeavor. But nope. I guess he has his reasons. I guess we'll find out maybe in the next week's episode why Todoroki picked his father's firm. But yeah, and actually we're getting the one part that had me dying, laughing a bit. Well, it's like Endeavor tells him, I'm going to teach you how to be a hero, and I'm like, really, you? Have you forgotten what you did to Todoroki's mom? You call that being a hero? But yeah, then we get back to Deku, where he's like, Gran Trio's sleeping. He's like, I'm snoring, and so he pretty much just then goes outside and pretty much tries, and then does some like night training, like Vegeta, where he kind of like goes into like this like little alleyway, and then uses One for All to control using 5% of its C and try to since that quirks are just extensions of the body, extensions of their abilities. He's trying to control the bear, so he uses the jumping that he saw All Might do at the beginning of the series. When he had those guys in the bottle and Deku was holding on to him we actually find out that All Might actually has is not always that strong, where it's he has quirk limits for how long he can keep it up. Alright, so then after that, so he tries, but he fails pretty much every time he tries. He goes up in the air, lands on one wall, and then bounces to the other wall and bounces back and hits the roof. That's what he's trying to do, but he couldn't get past his first jump. So he does it a few more times. And this one time where people are walking towards the alleyway and they're like, "It's happening." And they're like, "It's none of our concern. It's none of our concern. But none of our concern. So let's leave." And yeah, after that, they actually have these pastries, these frozen pastries that Gran Torino brought, where then he brings them up, where they microwave them, but Deku microwaves it wrong, because he should have microwaved it, because he put a plate of it, it's like one of those rotating ones, which Deku isn't used to, And actually, this is where he learns another way that he is the pastry that he needs to like keep one for all on at all times, and then just use the 5% when he needs to. So it's almost kind of like when Goku you tried to like when he was in the hyperbolic time train, he was like, let's keep Super Saiyan as long as we can, so it just becomes effortless for us to use it. While he was training with Gohan in the Cell arc, in the Cell Saga. So yeah, and then the episode ends there with him glowing from using all of one for all. And yeah, so overall, the episode was pretty good. I'm glad to see that My Hero Academia is back after they took the week off. So yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. Seeing more of Deku, Crew, Todoroki, Ida. Oh, it looks interesting, especially with Ida, because we actually see Ida meet up with like um, um, fuck, the guy with the hands on his face. Always has all those hands on his face. I can forget these characters' names so easily, guys. Forgive me, please. So yeah, and also, guys, expect a review of Spider-Man: Homecoming later today. That movie's gonna be fucking lit. So yeah, I give this episode a 9 out of 10. Damn good episode. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, come back for more. See you guys next time. And also follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you feel like it.